Okay, guys, it's Friday. We've got stuff going on in the workshop. It's been a while since we did a daily, but we're going to try to be more consistent about this. This is cool. This happens to be a super top secret project we're working on. This is a handlebar triple clamp, switch controls, hidden throttle, coolness. We'll get into that. Probably the most expensive single piece in this entire workshop. We'll come back to that. Let's talk to Chris Davis around here about one of the Brough Superior SS80s. This SS80, this is one of our clients' bikes that we bought at auction, has been restored, but we stole some parts off of it to go on the Cannonball. We didn't actually end up using the parts, but they still needed some work. And so Chris Davis is over here. This is another SS80. This is one I blew the engine on the Cannonball. Working on a Magneto and charger. Charging system, well, just the mag,
just
actually.
Just the mag.
What are you doing?
So during the Cannonball.
Come in tight here, Brandon. You can get close. Yep.
During the Cannonball, we had whatever this material is. We had a generator gear failure.
It's like Bakelite kind of material. It's not plastic. It's not cardboard. It's not wood. It's not metal. It's something else. It's what they call Bakelite. Google that. Anyway.
Yeah. I Googled that. I just can't think of the name right now.
Yeah. It's Bakelite.
There's
pretty
a
sure
camera
it's what it is. Yeah.
So trying to install a new one. Realized that this drive gear is the wrong drive gear for this Magneto, which I think is what caused the failure in the first place. There's not enough clearance here for this gear to actually fit in there.
We did actually use this Magneto on the Cannonball. I kind of forgot that bit. Okay,
yeah.
Sorry.
So refurbishing that, went through the rest of the Magneto.
What'd you do to it?
Replaced brushes.
Oh, we should say, for people that don't know what a Magneto is.
Yeah.
A Magneto is pre-coil ignition, right? It doesn't have points. It doesn't have coils. It is its own contained, completely independent ignition system that fires at the spark plug in an engine. Google Magneto. You'll find out a lot. There's a wormhole. But anyway, they're great. But when they go, that means you're done. You don't just replace it. You've got to get another Magneto or you've got to rebuild it completely. So anyway, this did work. We put miles on it. How many miles did we put on this mag?
At least 1,500.
1,500 miles. And then, yeah, sorry. Go ahead from there.
So I just went through it, double checked bearings, bearing clearances, the resistance of the armature, and just general checkup and fixing this, and then found that our point cam, this is the cam that actually opens and closes the points. One of the lobes is very, very worn. Yeah.
Yeah. So, go ahead.
So that needs to be
replaced. Or rebuilt up.
Rebuilt, yeah.
Ground down.
Yeah,
machined.
we can't replace it. There's not
Can't see the close up here, but if you look at the way this is, it's fucked. There's a
You can lay that over it and see
what it should be like, essentially. So, all right.
So we had some timing inconsistency, cylinder to cylinder.
That's what the problem was.
Yeah.
Okay. Yeah, I'd only ridden this bike in the parking lot, or that bike in the parking lot. Knew something wasn't right. There was a few things that weren't right about that bike. What was it? The front wheel?
The front end was screwed. The front axle was bent.
So someone restored this motorcycle in England. It showed up here, and it was obvious it had not been ridden very far because there were some major problems. Front axle was dragging, right?
The front brake was dragging and binding, and we found that the front axle was bent. So we machined a new axle and installed newer bearings. Yep.
We don't have any shop for that, unfortunately. And what was the other thing?
Let's go over to the bike.
Yeah, let's go over here. There were other parts of it, I think. What else was fucked up? I can't remember.
The gas tank and oil tank, cleaned and sealed those. Some basic wiring stuff.
We had taken
the transmission. That's what it was.
Oh, the gearbox.
Yeah.
Come around here, Brandon. This is kind of in the way, but the gearbox we'd taken off to take as a spare. We didn't end up using it, but
that was one of the big issues when we first got the bike, is it wouldn't shift into gear, wouldn't stay in gear. Right. So we just went through, resorted it, I should say. So
it's good now?
It's good now.
No more of that half in, half out bullshit.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, dude, it already feels better, even the mechanism. All right, cool. This is the shifter. All right. Should have said that. So we can kind of go through a bit of this, Brandon, if you get up high. What happened to my light? Somebody's unplugged my light. If you get up high, Brandon, you can see on this bike we've got front brake, right? This would be your choke. This would be your horn. Battery's hooked up. This over here is your clutch. It's unhooked. This is your
All that still needs
compression
work.
kill. And then timing. Where's your timing advance?
Probably not on there because I got the mag
Oh, you
off.
took it off. The timing advance is gone. There's another one, essentially like this. That's for the timing advance and retard. It's not actually that hard to ride. You'd think it would be more difficult. We've got oil, gas, and this is where you adjust essentially the oil feed because it's a total loss engine. It just drops oil into it and burns off. And you test that, you essentially adjust the drip speed depending on how you ride it. What were you gonna say? Anything else?
Nothing else.
That was it. All right. Are you glad to be back on the workbench?
Yeah, super stoked.
Good.
Actually working on bikes, so I'm not behind the camera making magic anymore.
I was going to say, so you can get all these motorcycles out of here? All right, we're going to go talk to Andy. Thanks, dude.
Bye-bye.
All right, bye. Andy! Andy! Andrew James Mofo D. Joe.
Hi.
Hi. Chaboot.
How's it going?
All right, how are you? You working on lawnmower?
I am working on a lawnmower.
What is this?
I mean, it's for Harley, so
Oh.
it is agricultural in
It
nature.
looks like a Briggs & Stratton engine cover.
It's a battery cover for a Super Glide.
Oh. What are you doing in here, man? Let's do an update.
I'm working on that, but we can talk about
Talk about this first.
Ducati.
Dottie?
Dottie.
What's Dottie?
Sorry, I have a speech impediment right now. It's called I'm sick.
You just got it?
Yeah.
This week? Am I gonna get it?
Hope not.
All right, so it looks like this exhaust is getting closer to done.
It is, yeah. I'm waiting on a cone to go in the end of this. This was a piece that I made, which I thought was what he wanted, but apparently
He didn't like it?
he didn't like it.
Well,
So we're going for more set in on the end cap.
are you gonna clean these up? Can you fix this up a little bit?
Getting you how?
Or is that it? Is this
That's pretty much it.
it's pretty much it, huh?
Yeah.
You just got it tacked. But as far as its position is concerned, you just kind of guessed at what you think. Well, what are you gonna end up with other than this? This looks like it took a long time to make.
Not that long.
Okay.
We're actually going to do like a reverse cone inside of there. Was what he wanted. It's just that
I could see that.
I'm very limited on what's available. Like,
You gotta make it. There's not a lot of parts available for this one-off motorcycle.
yeah.
Yeah. It looks good though. Are you happy with the exhaust?
Yeah. We decided.
Look at Ty's welds on here.
We decided that this collector didn't work, so we built a collector from scratch.
Yeah, that's kind of ghetto-ish. This does look nicer.
Yeah.
That's it. That's the update. That was
That's
really
the update.
exciting.
Yeah.
What are you doing on that over there though?
So
This
we
is the tank and tail for this bike, guys.
did some more metal finish on this bulkhead seam. There's the bulkhead
Yeah.
that runs in there, if you remember that. So based on input from the painter, I had metal finished out to about here, and he wanted it further down so that it was smoother. So I did some more work on that.
So what he's really saying, guys, is there'll be some paint work on the sides here. And in that paintwork area, it's easy to do a fill for any inconsistencies and get it just perfect. But if there's not going to be paint work and it's going to be bare, well, then everything has to look perfect. I mean, it has to be
yeah.
very, very smooth.
Yeah, it's just a lot of time in point and dolly and blocking and super fun stuff.
You think this scene is going to polish out? You won't see it?
I think it will, yes. You'll see it a little bit. It'd be like J63 if you look really hard.
You can see it.
But the fun part about that is that
Yeah.
to work all of that, I've got to work through this hole and these access holes.
You're used to a nice tight hole though, Andy, aren't you?
But
Dude, look at how, the hard time, got it. Look at how tight your beads are here. That's a lot of filler.
Yeah, they're
Did
okay.
you have a nice gap? Or, no, I didn't mean they were. I mean they were fantastic. I meant they're super tight. There's a lot of filler rod that you had to use here. Was it just a big gap?
it's mostly for strength in that joint. You make those tank bottoms as strong as possible.
So everybody understands this will clip in. It will just clip straight into the frame, and then there's a cover that fills this, so this whole piece will end up looking like one continuous piece of aluminum. That's impossible, really. But
Yes.
but it will look. It's been a challenge. This is by far the most complex and simple looking. So much
Yes.
complexity to make it
Yes.
look very, very simple that we've ever done by a long shot.
Yeah,
So-
in a lot of ways, it's way more complex in how everything has to fit together than the S1000.
Yeah, the S1000, you had lots of room for error almost, and
Yeah, in comparison.
Yeah, and your tolerances are going to be Much easier. Well, dude, I'm excited it's coming together. I know he is too. All right, I'm gonna leave you alone. That was enough for me.
That's it.
All right, we'll come back and talk to you later. I think I want to go talk to. Bye.
Bye-bye.
I'm gonna go talk to Alec about the little Indian. Dude, you're working on our biggest project yet.
Yeah.
Look at that. Sorry, talk to me. Tell me.
No, it's a bike for a circus bear.
So I think we might have done some in the daily talking about this project when it first came in.
Yeah.
What exactly is it?
So it's an Indian mini bike, an MM5A, also known as many other things. Different engines, got an Italian engine in it.
Yeah, a little two-stroke Italian motor.
Mm-hmm.
What year is it? We don't know.
I don't even know.
60s, I'm guessing.
60s or 70s.
By the look of that motor, maybe
Yeah.
70s, maybe.
Look at this
60s.
thing. I just built this engine.
You want some help with that?
Oh God.
Can I hold it?
Sure.
Like, we need a photo of you going.
Don't get it too dirty.
Of you going. Little baby. What did it take you, like 30, 45 minutes?
Yeah, about that. But
It says oleo.
it was super crusty. So we had this polished,
Like
this
you.
polished, yeah.
Sorry.
Chrome, no, it's okay. And then I media blasted the cases and the carburetor and everything, repainted the head, the cylinder, and then the air filter, and then it's got new bearings, crank bearings and
Charging
Yeah.
system.
points.
Big points.
Yeah,
So,
it's all done. Got a new piston and rings.
do you know what size it is? 50 or something?
It is, yeah.
With that tiniest little Delorto carburetor I've ever seen.
Yeah, it's like the little one, it was like the one that was on that little three-wheeler.
And are we going to use the original tires because we couldn't get any of them?
Exactly, I couldn't find any other ones, so.
What size are these bad boys?
8s,
8-inch.
yeah.
Dude, there's got to be something like off some Dayton's from some ghetto car that we could. No.
There's 13s, baby.
Look at those massive brakes.
Yeah, I just relaced these wheels because I had it all apart and sent it out to Chrome. Everything came back.
This is
Now
all
it's
chrome.
nice and pretty. Yeah.
Dude, it's gorgeous. Even this.
Yep. The front end got
Look at these little
chromed.
levers.
The bars got chromed because these are all original. It's kind of loosely mocked up right now. Now I'm working on reassembling the
Rear shocks.
rear shocks.
With no hydraulic valving. It's just springs.
Yeah, it's just sprung. Same as the front. They're
Same
just
front.
springs.
Look at these forks.
Yeah.
Tiny little forks.
You know what's funny, or not funny, but funny?
Ridiculous.
So the original throttle that's on these things obviously is kind of specific and they're really hard to come by. I found one on eBay and it was $300. So he's getting a sweet Domino throttle, which is like
off the shelf instead.
yeah, and it's awesome. It's probably like 300
times
times
better.
better than
Yeah.
the one that was on it.
It
And
actually
it's
looks
like
completely
a third of the
appropriate.
cost.
If
Yeah,
you not
exactly.
told me, I'd have been like, oh, it's a Domino. It's fine.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, I mean.
So the cool thing about this is that this gentleman has another Indian, a newer one, big Indian.
yeah.
Yeah. So we're restoring this one to make it look like a mini version of the
look.
one he has now.
Sorry, I just noticed.
Oh yeah, there's all the body work.
This tiniest little fuel tank.
It's gonna
In the
get
world.
some.
My hand is almost as long. It's gonna get what?
Oh, it's gonna say Indian on it.
That's pearl. That's like got a nice.
Yeah, that's the
fluorescent-
color of his Indian.
Oh, I see.
Yeah.
I got it. Okay.
So he's gonna basically put it in a display case and
Oh, really? Just look at it.
just look at it.
Spend a fortune.
Yeah, look
even
at the swing arm.
arm. It's a massive biscuit. Yeah, that's pretty big. You're saying we're not actually going to run it and ride it?
I am, but he's not.
He doesn't care. He wants it to run.
He wants it to run, but
Doesn't care about riding it.
exactly. So we always like to get it running,
Absolutely.
no matter what happens. So
Are you putting this sweet USB in there? So
No,
just in
that
case
was
it's
for
on a
that.
long Trip?
that's for the big soft tail.
All right. I kind of figured. Oh, it's got a Harley logo on it, a USB
Duh.
connector. That must make it an extra.
Well, the Harleys are the only
$100.
ones that make these. They're
Oh,
very,
Harley.
Yeah,
Oh,
they're very
yeah,
rare.
Harley mastered
Apple
the-
stole all their ideas from Harley, just so you know.
It's totally logical. Totally makes sense. I wonder if our sarcasm reads online.
Does it?
Does it? Is that funny? Was that sarcastic? Or did you guys think we were serious? Everything Apple has came from Harley Davidson in Milwaukee.
Yeah,
Wisconsin.
fun fact.
Fun fact.
Apple was started in Milwaukee, Wisconsin.
Yeah, Steve Jobs is from there. I didn't even know that.
Actually, it wasn't him who started it.
That's right, Steve Wozniak?
That's it.
Yeah, Steve Wozniak. That's what it was. Anyway.
Crazy. So now you know where Apple started.
Hey,
They didn't even make phones at first.
they,
Weird.
they didn't. That's true.
They're a
Yeah,
fruit distributor.
I was going to say, I thought so. It was fruit, right? Yeah, fruit and tinfoil.
Crazy.
It's
They've come a
crazy.
long way.
Yeah, they really have. Okay, thanks. Enjoy your Friday.
Oh, yeah. Thanks.
All right, see you, dude.
Bye.
All right, bye. I can't wait to see that thing done. Okay, I think that's enough for this update. Like, comment, subscribe. Tell us you love us, tell us you hate us. Give us ideas. We do realize we've had a lot of people requesting to see more technical how-to stuff. We're working on that, and I mean that it's a lot harder to take the time out for than you might think, but we're looking forward to giving you guys more video content. Please check out our new website and look at, we have a knowledge base we're building, in fact. If you go under DIY on the top of our new website, you can find out new information. This is really great because the cameraman is yawning already, which is exactly what you want to see. Thanks, Brandon, I appreciate it. Yeah, if you have a complaint about the camera work, we have a new camera guy. His name is Brandon Lajoie. You can email him at brandon@revivalcycles.com and tell him how much he sucks, because he really likes that. Anyway, thanks for watching, guys.